An underground bank has just been hacked. The intruder took a huge amount of money. The special thing about this theft is, the thief moves with only 2 hands. So how did he do that extraordinary thing? Jack is a professional computer engineer. Unfortunately, he has paralyzed legs and lost his family by an accident. Since then he has been depressed. He smokes a lot of cigarettes, lives a lonely and boring life. Even the old dog is no longer with him. Time goes by. Until one day, one mother and her child came to hire his apartment. She and daughter want to rent the 2nd floor to live in. This girl's name is Lucy. She is beautiful and diligent. But her daughter was taciturn. She celebrates Jack's birthday. She has many talents, and dancing is also very good. They live in harmony with each other. And since then, Jack no longer felt lonely. One day, on the other side of the wall, loud noises were heard. Out of curiosity, he eavesdropped. He heard someone say that there was a lame guy next to him. Looks like they're talking about him. Then Jack created a set of tools, used to eavesdrop. One day he turned it on and heard it again. He also diligently takes note of important things, such as person's name, date of birth. But wiretapping did not satisfy him. So Jack cut a hole in the wall and put the film equipments inside. At night he sat on the bed and watched them closely. Those guys work again at night. Later that morning, he drank a cup of coffee made by Lucy. Its taste is very good. He told her that he would show her some fun later. Jack sat in the elevator and went down to the underground room. This time he played the recording again. The relationship between the characters is recorded by Jack. These people seem to be working on some secret plan. Jack watched happily. At that moment, Lucy appeared in the video. She approached Jack in case they were discovered. The leader is her boyfriend. Jack was heartbroken at that time. When confronted with Lucy, he always managed to refrain from showing anything. He discovered a map inside the video. But why are they like thieves? Lucy's daughter was talking to her dog. He created a wiretap again, attached it to the dog's neck strap. At the same time, he also knew that the people next to him would act on the 24th. And the leader is also a bad person. His companions revealed a bit of a secret. He stabbed his companions in the leg. Jack was so scared he wanted to call the police. At that time, the leader said to his accomplices, even if that guy is a spy in the group, he is also not afraid. He has the sheriff's protection. As a result, the man was neatly killed by the leader. He skillfully cleaned the tables and chairs. Jack was scared and did not dare to report to the police. He pretended like nothing happened. Then with Lucy drinking, and put the anesthetic in Lucy's cup. Then give her an injection of sleeping pills. Use ropes to tie up on the bed. It turned out that these guys were bandits. They want to rob banks. Practicing to open the safe. The leader said to his subordinate, 747 and 748 are 2 safes that cannot be touched. Because that's the money of a drug lord. Whoever touches it will be dead. They even prepared explosives to blow up that bank. But this passage connects to Jack's underground house. As for Lucy, she tells him that her boyfriend is not a bad guy. Jack showed her the video that the man killed. She was so scared she shed tears. Jack, with disabled feet, devises a plan to break in. He never stopped practicing. He started digging. Make one soundproof lid. Jack tells Lucy that he must do it himself. Moreover, he is very confident. At the same time Jack fell asleep, there was a problem on the other side. The road they dug was blocked by water pipe. So this map is inaccurate. Must change ways to go. The plan was pushed back to the 25th. The original plan was to use a small car to transport money. But they make a protected cabinet. This also ruined Jack's plan. He must think differently. Finally he had to dig himself down. Wait until no one is there. He got under. Carefully observe the secret passage. Turn on the lights in there. Close the hole. Jack wants to see what's wrong with that water hose. But danger is imminent. Right when he came back. At the beginning of the tunnel, someone wants to go down. Jack quickly turned his head, trying to crawl quickly. Quietly hiding in the secret passage was abandoned. He used mud to cover his whole body to disguise. Fortunately, they only come to see the construction progress of the project. After checking, they left immediately. Lucy, due to the effects of the drug, has not regained consciousness. He sighed with relief. But Lucy's daughter was gone. Jack did not use the elevator, but crawled down directly. She discovered the hole that Jack dug. Furthermore, the little girl ran past the bandit's house next door. After a while, the chief appeared. The old man told the bandit what was forbidden. That he will also go on patrol. The girl was so scared that she did not dare to speak up. After those people left, the little girl quickly crawled back. Jack saw that and pulled her up. After a while the leader suddenly called to Lucy. Jack wants her to pretend she's fine. But Lucy disagrees, so Jack opened a recording. Her daughter was talking to the dog. And now she knows that the leader did corrupt things to haunt her daughter. Lucy was in great pain at that time. Jack promised her he will help her avenge. So Lucy helped him hide this. Then Jack gave her an injection of sleeping pills again. The bandits are now ready. Jack wants to take off their upper hand. Once again he went down the passage. Remove all the explosives placed under the bank. Then place it on the drain hose. Jack used the hammer to beat for a while. The ground in the bank has been breached. He climbed, opened safe number 748 of the drug boss. Indeed it was full of money. When Jack was rushing home, that's when the bandits exploded. Jack quickly returned to the bank to hide. They used fans to blow out dust in the tunnel. Jack tried to hide in that pile of dust. Finally, Jack also got out of the tunnel. Then quickly closed the lid of the tunnel. At this point, water starts flowing. The bandits still believe that the hole in the bank is explosives created. The leader was delighted. At this time, the water in the drain hose is draining very hard. The people of the bank can also hear the flowing water. After checking, they found the water hose was completely broken. Water has entered the passageway of the tunnel. Jack wants to save him, but if you save him, he will kill you. So Jack chose to let go. He squeezed the lid tightly. Just like that makes the other person suffocate and die. The water inside the cellar has also started to spill out. The bank robbers have no way to run. Jack quickly disposed of his underground house. He used the scrap to cover the lid. Sit in a wheelchair and bring the money upstairs. For life, the bandits decided to open the safe for the police chief. And Jack hid money in the closet. He continued to inject Lucy with sleeping pills. Then wash off the remaining mud on the body. At this time, the police surrounded the whole house. Jack actively went out. He complained to the police that his house had been completely flooded by water. Thought it was possible to escape the interrogation. But Jack was seen by the other sheriff. The old man was asking the leader. In the end, something happened. Then the sheriff brought people to Jack's house. Although nothing was discovered after the check, but the sheriff still doubts him. He left behind his phone number and left. Later, the leader disguised as a police officer came to Jack's house to ask for a check. At this time, the sheriff knew that the drug boss's money was taken. The old man is extremely angry. Jack silently sent a message to the sheriff. The leader took out the gun and threatened Jack. He found Lucy unconscious in bed. Jack says he doesn't know anything. The leader brutally beats Jack. Suddenly, his phone rang. The leader answered the phone, discovered that it was the police chief. He quickly ran to open the door. Why is there Jack's phone number? So he tied up the old man too. When he was about to kill Jack, Jack said the name of one of the bandits. He pretended that they cooperated before. He tells of the entire plan to dig a secret passage to rob a bank. But this should not be known by anyone. He turned to suspect his own juniors. By then, Jack told him to pull out the drawer of the desk drawer. Said that his juniors forgot an item there. The leader took out a watch that his juniors said had lost. But the truth is, the watch was stolen by Lucy's daughter. The junior name cannot say anything more. Point your gun up, shoot at everyone there. The chaos was over, leaving only the leader left. Now Lucy awoke. She picked up a gun from the ground and shot it at the leader. That shot was to vent her anger out on her daughter. 3 people hugging each other tightly. The sheriff, after waking up, filed a lawsuit against Jack. I'll be in charge of cleaning up the body there. On the contrary, half of the amount will have to be divided between him. But Jack took out the old video for him to see. He was still very calm, took out a cookie. While Jack was not wary, he immediately pointed a gun at the mother and daughter. Jack had to get the money given to him. The sheriff leaves with the money. On the way, he was not paying attention, so he crashed into another car. Bodies in the trunk were exposed. Old man also died on the spot. But why is he driving so carelessly? Because there are poison in the biscuits. He poisoned the biscuits, wants to kill his dog. And he also relies on his intelligent brain, get rid of all responsibilities related to the case. He also has a wife and a daughter. They live happily ever after. If you like this video, comment below. Like and share for more. Thanks for watching.